outside with my left foot here and on my toes. So this is a hip circle, right? So if you want to add a little bit of pizzazz, make it a little spicy, right? So if you want to do a big dramatic drop, you still want to step onto that leading foot. So same foot, same hip. So if your right hip is out, then your weight is on your right foot. And what you want to do from here when you drop, keep your chest up. You don't want to drop like this, right? I mean, you could, but we're not doing that right now. We're going to drop just with the hip going towards the back. And you can see it's pointed to the right. I still want to complete my hip circle. And now it's to the left. And then I come back up. It is a very good hamstring stretch. So if you're like, ooh, that feels tight, then perhaps we should do some hamstring stretches, yes, before doing those hip circles. So I know we did a quick warm up, but it is definitely going to stretch out those hamstrings because, and don't ever lock the knees, but the legs are relatively straight, right, when we do that. So we'll go in both directions. So again, we're stepping to the right first. So you want to do your same circle to the right, and then here, continue your circle. Keep your chest up, so you're just dropping a little bit, and then to the left, and come up. There is a total drop, which we'll do after this one. Okay, so if we go to the left, so still do your circle. Your circle right to left. So stop here. Okay, so my weight is on my left leg, and I'm pushing my left hip. From here, I'm going to continue my circle. Chest is up. Yes, and then it ends up on the right, and then you come back up. Okay, so that's one circle, right? And you can, of course, add arms. So you could do something like this, where you bring it in, and then have them come out. So I just bring them in, and come back out. So this way, when I drop, I just bring them in, Andrea likes it. I think the trick to this one, if you're going to do this move, it's going to be a dramatic moment in the song. So you want to take your time. So you don't want to be like, oh, you know, like let's get this over with, right? So it's going to be a, and then you can vary the speed if you want. Like you can make this part faster, but you know, and make that part slower. But in general, if you're going to do the move, it's a dramatic move, so you should milk it for all it's worth. Make it nice and juicy, right? So, out, you can go down like this, right? Okay, there is a hair one. So, you can drop your head and then come up. Now, I personally, I have to weave, like actually I forward back kind of a weave so that my hair doesn't get in my face. I like to actually, with my arms, get my hair out because you could end up kind of like this, right? So not so good. So with that one, still want to do a circle to the front, lean in, and then you can drop. And then I like to have my hands come up like this just to make sure that my hair is like.
I've seen you do that.
Yeah. You do that. Now you know. Now you know my secret. So it's not just to look pretty, which I think it does.
It looks very pretty.
It does, but it's also pragmatic. Yes, functional. So from here, if you're going to drop your head down, so you still want your hip to be on the side where your weight is, and you're going to drop your head, continue your circle, right? I'm not doing the arms right now. And continue your hip circle. So right here, your hip is on the left, right? And you're going to come up. Yeah, and so you can do whatever feels good with your hair in terms of like getting it out. People have lots of different techniques of how to do that. Let's go to the other side. So you want to start with your circle to the left, and then lean into that, and then keep your circle and keep it going to the back. Yeah. So the trick with all of these is you're still doing a hip circle. So in the funness of making it nice and big, right, don't forget, it is still a hip circle, right? So half circle to the front, half circle to the back. Half circle to the front, half circle to the back, right? So don't forget that it is still a hip circle, right? Because it is so fun to drop it low and do the hair. You want to make sure that we're still doing, right? Yeah. To do the hip move. Okay. However you want to get out. There's so many ways of getting out of it. I'm doing it like it. Okay, so another one is actually to stop. So to do a hip circle to the front. You've seen me do this before, where I stop here, and you can do you can do a little agitator before you finish it towards the back. And so you're adding an agitator halfway in between. What's really important about this one is that whatever shape you are going to stay in for the agitator should be the shape that you would like a picture to be taken. For example, like if you're gonna, so you might need to practice with the mirror. Like, okay, so I want to look, if someone were to take a picture, like I like this angle versus like, I don't know, something else, right? Yeah, because we're gonna stop there. So it needs to look the way you want it to look. So that one is a little bit more of a, you gotta do it in the mirror for yourself first. I recommend, right? And also, you might feel that it's a little bit different going from one side to another side. So let's do that together. So don't worry about the hands. We're gonna circle right to left and pause. So right to left, and then do an agitator. 1, 2, 3, and around the back. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're gonna go the other way. Ready? So we're gonna go left to right. So left to right. 1, 2, 3. Circle around the back. And 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna do that a little bit faster, and then you're gonna feel, I definitely have a preference for which side I like to go, and most people do. Okay, ready? And to the front, right to left, agitate, to the back, and agitate. Okay, to the side, so left to right to the front, agitate, and to the back, and agitate. I believe, so if you do that faster and you do it enough times, you can do it more than once, right? To like get sort of the feeling of it, and go to the other side. If you practice that on your own, you'll probably find that you prefer one direction over the other. So what I do with my hands, I want to get them out of the way because my hips are doing a lot of the work, right? So one way to do it, I just have it up here, like one hand to the temple, and this I just want it out of the way, right? Like I don't want to block what I'm doing. So you could just, however you want to do that. With the hands, you could do it like this, you could do it like this, you could do it like, however you want to get the hands out of the way, you want to just show your midsection because your hips, because you're doing this, right? So, and then come around, you could do this, you could go switch from here, or you just switch the hand. And then I'm going to just like switch the fingers. The finger from the right side of the face to the left side of the face, just because I'm looking at this side, it could be weird. If I'm looking on this side, then my hand is in that direction. So you just switch the finger from one side of the face to the other side of the face. So there's a lot of options here. There's a lot of things that you